Hello all, Seriously's here, back for another episode of Permadeath. I have abandoned that frosty planet where we had to do our hand-ins that had the salvaged data. I got back to my ship and on the way, I picked up a lot more salvaged whatever, buried whatever thingies. Two of them were gold ones, which were worth more than 2 million each. We got up to 13 million something units. After I handed in all my missions and stuff like that, there was an S-class ship that landed, and I got, oh well, it's all gone now. I've moved it over to the new thing, which I'm about to tell you about. I got some S-class modules by scrapping a ship. An S-class shuttle dropped in a landing in the right here, not in this station, but in the one I handed it in. The mission's at. I bought it up, scrapped it right away. It was, I think, $2 million cost, and I got most of that back. And I got 3 S-class modules. I sold the hyperdrive module, because before I told you I don't think we're going to want to warp too far, and I was planning on buying a fighter or an exotic, which have very low slot count anyway. Didn't want to waste slots, and I wanted to make some nanites. So I sold that one, and I kept the pulse and shield modules. So I got an S-class pulse and an S-class shield module. And I'm like, okay, well, let's go look for a ship to buy, a new fighter somewhere. So I went to all of my Tier 3 Viking systems. And when I got to this one, the very first ship that landed was that one behind me there. And I'm like, ooh, I like those wings, and it's red. That's pretty cool. I'm going to take a look at that. It was S-class right away. I'm like, I can't let this guy get away, but I can't start recording yet. So I bought him up, and I spent a few minutes transferring all my stuff over from this one and stripping her out. I was in first-person mode to compare the cockpits. They seem to be approximately the same, so I shouldn't have much difficulty adapting when I'm in first-person mode. But I can switch back to this. There we go. So this has been stripped out completely. I've broken down everything and transferred everything I can over to the other ship. As you can see, it's a 15 and 4 slot fighter, C-class. This was a 19 and 4 slot S-class, and it cost 3 million units. I could have exchanged my ship and reduced it by like 200,000 units or something like that, but I didn't want to. I wanted to strip the stuff out and scrap it. There are a lot of neat looking fighters in this system. I noticed. This is the 3rd Viking system I went to, and I spent about half an hour to 45 minutes on one trying to get ships to come in at a trade post and the space station. This was the first ship that landed right when I got here. It wasn't on a reload, so I can't say that this is a first wave ship. Certainly wouldn't be an S-class. Only exotics are first wave S-class ships because all exotics are S-class. But this might be a first wave ship. Nice red wing over there. What was the name of the ship? Did I... Okay, whatever. Something... Radicchio! Pathfinder 4. Wait, was that 4? Yeah, alright. I liked that one. The Frozen Sword. It's pretty neat for a Viper. I've never had a Halo fighter before, and I love that engine. The engine on mine is unfortunately not the round engine. That would be really nice, but it would make it more metallic at the back instead of red, so I'm pretty happy with these square engines. It's the wings that I really like on this one. Alright, let's get rid of that pillar, make some room in our ship slots. We can only have 6 ships. Yeah, that's the pillar. Okay, we're not going to get much for this. We might get a couple C-class modules. Hey, maybe we will get a storage augmentation. Very unlikely from a C-class ship, but let's do it. Oh, I guess it would have been 385,000. I could have reduced the cost of my $3 million S-class. It costs $3 million for an S-class ship. That's great. That's better than most exotics. And an S-class 19 slot and I think 6 or 19.5 is the best they can be. That would run you 12 million units, so I could have barely afforded that, but oh, neat! It has summoned in my scrapped ships. This one I think is Artemises. Now I can spend some time perhaps repairing this to have a storage ship. If I can fix the launch thrusters, I will be able to call it in. Or I can see how much it's worth scrapping. It is a C-class. I won't get very much for it either. Okay, just double checking. What's it worth? 1.3 million. Alright, and what is my inventory situation like? Probably full. It is very full. Let's sell those other C-class modules real quick. That'll free up some slots. Only about 160 nanites, but that's okay. Now, before those pilots take off, let's sell them some of that stuff that I got. Oh, I hadn't seen that one before. Not a fan of the color, but I do like those engine pods on the side. No, whatever, it doesn't matter. I can click on sell afterwards. I want to get rid of all of the stuff from scrapping. Coolant, thermal pads, springs. Is that everything? No, it looks, I already had 5 storage augmentations from the other S-Class ship I scrapped and all the other ones we did on screen. Okay. No, I'm not seeing anything else I want to sell to him in specific. I want to keep that cadmium. I got it from breaking stuff down on the other ship, on the radiant pillar. Some of the stuff I had installed, I guess, needed cadmium. Okay, leave. Now we should have enough space to get rid of this thing. And maybe it will bring in the other scrapped ships, one after the other, that we have found, which would be great. Claim scrap. Of course it is. Alright, what else can we get rid of? Actually, there's a bunch of stuff we can do. What we need to do then, in this case, is upgrade our ship. Because I've already packed it full of stuff, so it can't hold very much more. I didn't realize it wasn't full. That should have already been sent over, and so should have that. But let's fix that problem right away. I don't have anything to double up technology-wise on this ship, so I think I will apply all of those augments into upgrading the technology slots for now, just so I can fit all of the tech that I already have and a couple more units over on the technology slots without wasting precious slots over there. And what's this side look like? Yeah, we do need more slots over there, but let's wait till we get some more. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't have that much technology to move over. I really should have paid a little bit more attention there. No, not exosuit starship. That's what I want to do. I want to move this. That came with the ship. Didn't install that. Don't have the blueprint for that. So did these S-Class rechargers. They're always S-Class because they're a blueprint as well. Can't build them myself. Okay, I'm going to need somewhere... Yeah, I have a upgrade to install with that. That will free up a slot. Bang, there we go. I have a shield one. There we go. Any other tech to move? Oh, good. This I'm going to put with some stuff, so let's keep it over here. Let's move that over there for now. That will work for me. That was a good use of augments. Okay, great. So now we have a ship that holds way more stuff than the old one. I don't know exactly how much more. 10 slots more total, I think? Something like that. I'm not doing math. You do math. I guess I did just do math, but it's more like estimating. I was guessing. Doesn't matter if I'm right. It was a guess. Okay. Hop back in this wreck. Come on, let me in. Where's your entrance? There we go. I have to go all the way to the front to get in that thing. Yeah, no, I'm not going to recharge anything immediately. I am going to scrap it into slag immediately. Did I actually free up any slots yet? No, not really. Okay. Well, I don't need to carry that or that. I got plenty in the processor right there. Darn it. I don't think I actually filled up my slots on this thing, which I should do. No, I didn't do it at all. Okay. That was from a piece of tech as well, so let's put that over there. I can put that in the high capacity. And I thought I had some in the high capacity, but no, that should be enough slots. Now we can scrap that ship, and hopefully all the ones right after it. Another field goal explorer. Yeah, that's really annoying that I have to get all the way to the front. I'm glad I'm scrapping you. Alright, this time it'll work. For sure. All for 1.3 million. Really, it's just to get the ship out of my ship slots. And get a very low chance for another storage augmentation. And a couple of nanites. Yeehaw. And it brought in another crash ship. What's my inventory situation look like? Lots of room left. Ooh, we got some chlorine from that guy. And I bought the, whatchamacallit, medium refiner. With some oxygen, we can have lots of chlorine if we want to get money that way. This worthless old B-class shuttle was worth almost as much as that C-class hauler. A-class, that was an A-class, that's why, no wonder. And, look at that, another one. Also broken down, 1.4 million, that must be a good ship. A-class? Nope, that was the B-class, okay. Well, let's get rid of those modules, we're not going to use those. A nice haul of nanites there, we're back up to a decent amount. Oh, let's take a look and see what this gentleman is selling. Maybe we can get a photon cannon module. Let's see. Positron module, obviously. How tempting, how tempting. But no sir, no thank you. A-class also has a positron module. Okay, it doesn't have shields or anything else either. Okay, nope, that's good enough then, sir. And we're back onto our main ship, our only ship currently. There's one of those cool feathers I was talking about. I love the engine and mosquito nose on this thing. But yeah, these wings, unfortunately, have different patterns on them and it drives me nuts. I love these engine pods, but unless they're right up against the ship, if they're on the end of wings, they're going to have a different label on each side. And it makes me feel lopsided when I'm flying them. I know that's silly, but you know, I gotta go with what I gotta go with. So this thing is fairly symmetrical in color and shape. I can deal with that. And because we installed, I didn't even look at what they were, what values they had. Was this any good at all? There's the module. No, not that good. It can go up to, I think, 12% maneuverability. Oh well. Shields are all 30%. So that one is set. And what we can do is an install of this. So we need 100 tritium and 2 hermetic seals. Alright. Looks like we're buying some stuff. It's a pretty nice white shuttle. Don't see too many white ships. Okay, we need 2 of those, and we need 100 of that. Thank you for having everything we needed in one stop. I don't need to buy more than that because I have pyrite for fuel. I might need more later, but I don't want to waste slots right now. So back we go, and there, and there. Free up those slots, get that back installed. That's a good heat dissipation for our main weapon now. Now we're going to go looking for some, at least one. No, we can afford at least 2 S-class modules for that thing to upgrade that. And then our ship will be good to go. And we did not get any more storage augmentations, did we? Factory override, no, they were over here. Okay, no, that's where that extra slot came from. Okay, we did get some activated indium we can sell. Yeah, we do have to sell all that stuff. Let's get rid of that first. Speaking of wasting slots, we're wasting a ton of them. Sell some items. Yeah, we don't need to carry around activated indium. Chlorine we're going to keep. Oxygen we're going to keep. There we go. That can go. That can go. Spool of nano cables. I think that'll be it, probably. Oh, no, there. I knew there was going to be one that moved up top. Okay, that should be good. What does the inventory look like now? Jam-packed over here still. Yeah, well, don't know that we'll need that. I'm pretty sure that came from the upgrade module I had from the... I don't know why it's so much cadmium, but I think that came from the positron upgrade. I'm not going to bother installing that over on this ship. We're going to go full photon cannon until we get way more slots, and then we'll see what other weapons we can cram on here. But we're going to avoid the positron ejector on this save, just because we can. Alright, so I think a good idea of where to start would be at our most recently discovered system, which is Todd Vallow Vuna 5. Alright, space stations, and it's very recently visited, or no, this goes in order. Alright, so something I figured out about the way this is organized, it seems to go in order of your discoveries, or in your bases, in order of your building of your bases. So your first base will always be in this slot, I think. I don't think bases have the same thing that space stations do, where you have a previous system. For space stations, your previous system will be in this slot, and it looks like your most recently discovered will be here, and your earliest discovered will be here, I think. Or the earliest discovered. Some of these systems will be systems discovered by other players in the weekend mission, if I visited those space stations, for example. So it's probably by order of discovery, but we're not going here. We are going to this one, just to check it out, see if it has the module we want, and if not, that's okay. We can proceed from here. We don't have any warp fuel, so we're going to head back to the anomaly and see what we've got in terms of missions that might offer transportation. Hopefully, we've got a module here, and we can do a quick reload to grab 2 of them. I have not been paying attention to what weapons are at what systems. I haven't been going to the ship module guy at all, really, because I knew I was going to get rid of that radiant pillar. Hello, sir. What do you have for sale? Cyclotron, and that's it. Okay. No dice. Oh well, let's hit up the anomaly. And Oh, we can sell the activated copper as well. I didn't realize I had that. We are still on the hunt for suit slots. That's what we're going to use most of our money for now that we got a very cheap S-Class ship that can get all the way up to 48 slots out here. That'll take a while. We could buy some slots if we want to spend some of our money on slots while it's cheap. Alright, while we're here, let's take a quick look and see how cheap it is. I should have done this before I did those 5 augments I had. You should save those augments for the end when they're worth a fortune. Your last ship slots are going to cost 300 million units each, I think, something like that. Fully upgrading a ship to max slots costs something like 2.4 billion units. If you're paying units directly in this menu here. Like I'm going to check for now. Upgrade starship. I want to purchase units. 10 million units. All of my units to get 1 slot. No, no thank you. See, I was actually not too far off to choose to start and finish entirely with storage augmentations. Okay. So, I don't see the anomaly on my radar. Let's just summon her in. There we go. I am planning on doing a little bit of farming off stream. I'm going to come back to this planet right here in the background with the salvageable scrap, and I am going to farm the crap out of salvageable scrap. It seems to be worth a fortune. Even the blue items I found during that last mission were worth, on the low end, 100 and something thousand units. On the high end, I saw one worth 400,000 units, and it was blue. The purple items went up to 900,000 units. And those 2 gold items I found were 2.2 and 2.4 million each. It's really profitable. Salvageable scrap is where it's at. So only 1 Nexus mission. We can leave it. We don't need to take it. Survey a planet. Oh, liquid explosives. That's worth a lot. But pirates, we can do right where we are. Come right back. We'll get a living glass, which is worth some money, and it takes very little time. And we don't have the positron. And away we go. Yeah, I really like how this ship looks. Much better than the wing tips on the radiant pillar, which is really my only problem with the pillar. And I do sort of like the triple engine glow. That's neat. That'll look good when I get some... that's what I should spend Quicksilver on. Good idea. Okay. Let's get these guys going. Where are you going to be? Oh, that overheating is great. Like, it takes forever to get to max. I was just holding that down. Bonk. Alright, wave 2. It's a little bit slower than a base positron, but this is basically a base photon cannon, so I expect it to be. Positron is a more powerful weapon overall. But this has range and accuracy. And when you upgrade it, it does a lot of damage in a single hit. Like, these ships die in like 2 or 3 hits. And a fighter that only has 1 weapon can really max it out, because it's going to get a lot of slots and dedicate it entirely to that weapon. Like 6 upgrades plus the blueprint one that I'm using. Okay, wave 4. Having the shield upgrades doesn't hurt either, obviously. Oh, I shouldn't have paused like that. So another trick is to just back off and do that, and they will fly straight at you slowly because they're not that bright. Those things hurt. And even when they try to pull away from you and do a turn like that, backing up isn't that bad. It can get you a little more control on aiming up on them directly. get that weapon to be way more powerful. Okay. Well, it didn't take us anywhere, but we get a living glass out of it. That's some more money. I believe the other reward was nanites, which is great because we spent some. Oh, that'll let us get 3 more upgrades. We'll be able to get a lot of photon cannon upgrades when we find one. Okay, there we go. Yep, nanites 300, so 343. Now what's there? More pirates for launch fuel. I don't really need the launch fuel and its units. It's a decent amount, but no, that's okay. That circuit board's worth $1 million though. Nah, we're fine. We've got a decent chunk of money. We're just gonna have to make some antimatter. We're gonna have to go down to a planet somewhere, get some trees cut down, make some antimatter. It's hard to believe that you make antimatter from trees. I guess it grows on trees? No, I don't want to come to this. I don't have a portal here. I don't have a base. I could go to the space station, but I'm right beside it anyway. We will just launch, but I can double check to make sure I got my suit slot. Aha, I did not. Perfect. Good to check. Yeah, I can afford cargo now. We already got all tech. Yeah, let's keep going. That is worth a lot more space. Cargo is great on Permadeath. So we have that to sell. We can hang on to that. And I guess that for now. We'll refine it when we sell it. Or if we happen to need some silver. We really need to get that freighter. That's what we should do is quickly do a warp somewhere and get some more suit slots. We can do that. We got a little bit of time left today. Okay, on our way we go. But like I said, we gotta get some carbon. Well, we should be able to get 2 another system. Don't know about getting our slots. Maybe we'll buy them at the beginning of the next episode. Alright, anywhere to land? I don't see anything, but ever since the terrain got this detailed from that high up, it's hard to see buildings. They used to be very noticeable from a higher distance because they would spawn in earlier and be the only thing that was a little bit clear. Alright. No, nothing? Alright, well we don't got any time. Mining beam. And I was on it, of course. Shrubs are actually probably a better source of carbon. Get a lot from one tree, but it takes forever to break one down. And if you're not in a forest, you're going to want to be able to have a bunch of them nearby, which happens with shrubs quite a bit. I think that should be enough for antimatter needs, but just in case we need more, we're going to need to recharge this mining beam eventually. Pretty soon, actually. I hesitate to use the phosphorus. Let's use that. Doesn't get us a full charge, but we don't need it. Gets us a slot. Oh, alright. Sorry, buddy. We're out of here. Wasn't us. You didn't see nothing. I'm just hiding in my car. Okay, so we do need the condensed carbon. How much did we need? 20. Okay. No, that's probably enough. We'll put this in the exosuit. We'll leave that in there for now. We'll make one of them. Make one of them. And we will, hey, where is the recipe for concentrated dark matter? There we go, warp cell. Okay. Alright, we can do one warp. We can warp somewhere once. So what I'm going to do, just in case, is instead of doing that right now, we're going to head back up to the space station and make an autosave. Put it on the planet, but this way I know where I'm leaving from. Got a free landing spot basically. If I have a freighter battle, which I doubt because I had one earlier, and I don't know how many hours I've played in between consecutively or how it's going to work, but we will see. Wow, it's dark there, eh? All the lights on my fancy new ship. Till next time, everybody. Have a good time.